Time to bring in, as I mentioned, former Tour Pro and current USD golf coach Chris O'Reilly. Chris, welcome back to KUSI.
Thanks for having me on, Paul.
What Justin and some of the guys did on the South Course, pretty darn impressive, huh?
It's really impressive. I mean, they're really taking the South Course to its knees, and I remember when I used to play it, it was pretty hard.
Yeah. All right, you attempted to qualify for this tournament. How close did you get?
I shot 71 in the qualifier at El Camino, and it took 68 played off. Loved getting the juices back. Any pro athlete loves the juice, so it was fun to get that back.
Everybody was hoping Tiger's score today would be, at least start with a 6. Shoots another 70 on the North Course. What were your thoughts about his round?
Well, he doubled his 9th hole, and then he came back with birdie on 3 and 4. He let a couple out there coming in. He almost drove the par 4, and then the par 5 he had an iron into. So he left 3 or 4 out there. But, it's his first tournament back in a couple months, and 4 under, making the cut. He'll play well tomorrow. All
right. Well, Brandon Stone is still out at the course, Chris. He was part of the media gaggle chasing Tiger Woods. He joins us now.
Thank you very much, Paul, and hello, Chris Riley. Good to hear from you. Well, the math is simple. You hit 7 fairways, you hit 29 putts, and that's the magic to a 2-under 70 that has Tiger playing the weekend. But he's going to need a lot more magic than that to get anywhere near Justin Rose and the lead. Let's hear from him.
Disappointed the fact that I just didn't make enough birdies. I made a double bogey at my 9th hole, which was the 18th hole from the middle of the fairway with an 8-iron. Plugged it under the lip. I didn't birdie either one of those 3 holes coming in, so that was a bit frustrating to finish that way. It's going to have to be over a course of 36 holes to get myself back in this event. It's going to have to be a very low and special weekend to have a chance. The guys are like Rosie and John and a bunch of guys are going low on the South Course, which is not easy to do, and they're taking it to it. And hopefully I can be one of those guys that do it tomorrow.
At 6 o'clock, we're going to hear from a man that owes his golfing career to the commander-in-chief. That's right, President Trump. That's who he owes his career to. Plus, one question for you, Chris Riley. If you and Ryan Donovan, the coach at SDSU, played around right now, who wins?
Who wins, Chris?
Is that a real question?
Yeah.
I'll beat him.
All right. Hey, how many times did you play with Tiger?
25 times.
All right, listen to Nick Faldo talking about the pressure on being in the same group with Tiger, and I want to see if that was your reaction.
Oh, yeah, moons ago, it was really the Tiger factor, wasn't it? There was many a time when Tiger's obviously shooting 64s and 66s, and the average score of his partners was like 73, so that's the sort of effect it had on them. It's obviously changed a little bit now, Matt, hasn't it?
So, you played with him 25. Did your game balloon when you were in his presence?
Well, no, I've known Tiger a long time, so it didn't balloon in my presence, but he was an intimidating factor when he'd walk onto the driving range. Everybody watched him. This was 10, 12 years ago.
Now
he's
buying drinks tonight because he was the low man in his group, or as far as I think Finau was 2 better, and Xander Schauffele, who I want to talk about, was 1 better. Are you impressed at how well the youngster is handling this pressure?
Yeah, I mean, I knew Xander. He's number 6 in the world right now, and Tony Finau, he's number 9 in the world. So these guys are world-class golfers. Tiger's doing great, though. I mean, he's 43 years old. And he'll do well this year.
Here's Schauffele after the round. Take a listen.
I think everyone on my team and family is excited to come out on a sunny Sunday and Saturday here. Tony was asking me sort of what the difference has been for me, since I've had a little more success, and I told him I feel like it's just been upstairs, having a better attitude, better thought process, and a year ago I probably would have 2 years ago I probably would have missed a cut playing the way I'm playing right now. So it speaks volumes to that.
You're recruiting. You're looking for guys like that, right?
Yeah. So at USD, I want to find a Xander Schauffele. We're doing well. We're on the recruiting trail, and I want a USD to have a professional golfer on the PGA Tour.
Are we passing the baton from lefty to the new generation?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so let's take a look at the leader, Justin Rose, world #1, playing very much like when you're that dialed in, like he is obviously as. That's a fleeting thing, right?
It's tough to maintain that. I think, what is he, 15 under after 2 days? I mean, it's really tough to maintain that. So it'll be interesting to see how he does on the weekend.
I want to jump ahead to a moment that happened with Billy Horschel. He's teeing the ball up on the 15th hole, and he sprays a drive and catches a guy in the flesh of the back. As a professional golfer, When did you stop worrying about the patrons that are all lining the fairways and the greens?
Probably when you're like 15 years old. I mean, we're so good at playing golf. Like, if you're worried about hitting someone in the gallery close to you, you're probably not playing that well.
Have you ever witnessed it? I mean, have you ever hit anybody?
I have hit somebody, but as long as there's no blood when you walk up there, you're okay.
Now, I hear stories that Phil always sticks a $100 bill in the signed glove. Did you put cash in your glove?
Well, no, I never did, but their galleries are much bigger, so they hit a lot more people.
All right, so Don King yesterday stole your thunder and picked Justin Rose. This is the moment in time where you're actually really good at this. Don is very iffy. I want you to look into that camera. Tell the people who's going to win the 2019 Farmers Insurance Open.
The 2019 Farmers Open champion is Hideki Matsuyama.
Why?
Because he's reached number 2 in the world in 2017. He's won 5 times on the tour, and nobody's given him any attention this week. He's going to win the tournament.
Wow. All right. Well, we appreciate you stopping by and bringing your young daughter. Thank you very much for coming in late. Here's what we have cooking tonight on the ASR. We're going to be making, even with all our team coverage coming your way tonight from Farmers Insurance Open, we still do our prep thing. We'll see you in just a bit at 6:45 with some of that team coverage. The KUSI News at 5 has ended. The KUSI News at 6 is about to begin.